Hello YouTube friends, Ben Ochart here. Thank you so much for tuning in. For quite some time now I've been promising to do a review of the Cobalt Rescue Air. You can see right here. This is the Rescue Air from Cobalt, and it's one of their top of the line pumps that you can buy, and it's designed to kick in the event of a power outage. When you have a power outage, chances are that it's the lack of oxygen that's going to end up killing your fish. And this helps to prevent that in several ways. The first way is that when it's plugged in, you can set it up. And here, I'll just show you what's in here. You have, of course, the pump itself. You can see here. Pretty nice little unit, pretty well built. And it has a small charging port here on the side that you just open up and plug the unit in. And it's very quiet. I've run it. Has a way of hanging it, like if you want to hang it, let's say, on the side of a bucket, you could do that. Let's say you're transporting some fish, you can do that. And you can plug it into, for example, I took some fish the other day, about an hour away. I took a large Malawi hawk down to a place called Nolan's Aquarium, which is about 45 minutes from my house. And I had the pump plugged in. I had it plugged into the USB port in the car, and so that was providing power to this. Now the truth is, I could have just had it running by itself without any power, because once this is charged, it can run for 24 hours without anything, without any power at all. And then you have this backup stick that also is included, and this USB like a power bar backup stick. Actually, and you can charge that using this port here. And this provides 48 hours of continuous use. Now you can extend the estimated use by putting the pump on 10-second delay. So it has a 10-second delay function. So it'll pump air for 10 seconds, be off for 10 seconds, on for 10 seconds, and that way you can extend the time even further. And some people will do that, have it plugged into the wall, and have it preset to come on with 10-second delay. That way it can provide surface agitation and oxygen to the tank for large periods of time. So it comes with everything you need. You know, your USB plug-ins, right? All of the accessories you need, and it also comes with some airline tubing and a nice heavy air stone. And what I've done is I've set one of them up in the tank just to give you a very quick demonstration of how this thing works. So here's a power strip, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and turn this power strip off so that we have a simulated power outage. Okay? So I've turned it off, and you give it a few seconds, and there you go. Now this tank has some surface tension breakup and some oxygenation going on when there's no power. And that'll go for 24 hours. So let's say you're away on business or just visiting someone, you're going to be gone for a day. Your fish have a very high probability of making it with that system going on. So that'll go for 24 hours, and let's say you still don't have power back, but you've had these things plugged in and charged. These things will run it for 48 hours, and probably longer if you have it on the 10-second delay function, where the air comes on and off with 10-second intervals. So at any rate, I think this is a great product. The first one I received had a little glitch. I sent it back to Cobalt. They replaced it right away, so they made good on it. They stood behind their product, and the one I have now is operating perfectly and exactly the way it's supposed to. So I think this is a smart idea. If you're going to transfer some fish, or you're going to go collect some fish, this is a great thing to drop into a bucket, and that way the fish have a much less stressful trip home, and you can operate for 24 hours with no power, or you can use the USB cable and have it, if you have a car that has that, or if you have a little adapter plugged into a cigarette lighter, you can actually have the pump running as long as your trip. You know, let's say you're going on a 2-day trip somewhere, or let's say I drive to Arizona and pick up some fish from James Largo over at the Cichlid Shack, I'd be able to drive them back without any worry at all, because I would just have continuous power. Of course, that's only 6 hours away, so I'd be okay anyway. So at any rate, there you have it. That is the Cobalt Rescue Air. I think that everyone should probably consider getting this or something like it, because power outages can kill fish, and certainly oxygen-starved fish go into extreme stress and can just die on you. So I highly recommend that product. I am not endorsed by Cobalt. They didn't send me these. I paid for them out of my own pocket, and I really like the idea of having something like that plugged in and just sitting there, and it'll detect if your power goes out, and then, as you can see here, it'll start oxygenating your tank. A tank this size, you would probably need maybe 2, maybe 3 of these, depending how heavily stocked you are. Maybe in a 60, maybe just one would be fine for a 60, a 40, something like that. But anyway, even just one in a 150 is going to be a heck of a lot better than nothing, because with nothing, of course, your fish will deplete that oxygen real quick, okay? So that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to click on that bell and subscribe if you like the channel, and visit on Saturdays for the Cichlids and Coffee live stream, and visit me on Instagram at ben.o.cichlid, and also on Facebook, a great Facebook group, very helpful. And even though Cichlid is in the name, we're open to all fish keepers, ben.o.cichlid. Thank you so much, folks, for tuning in. You are appreciated. That's it for me, and I give this product 4.5 stars, not 5. I want Cobalt to keep getting better. All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye.